We were deep in the forest of planet Shirathal, one of those forgotten worlds that had no place in maps or politics. It was quiet, cold, and strangely beautiful. Bioluminescent moss lit up the trees with a soft green glow, and above us, the twin moons moved across the sky like silent ghosts. I had set up camp near the edge of a crystal lake. The fire crackled, the air was clean, and for the first time in a long while, I was at peace. Then she stepped out of the trees. Zarya, the alien vampire woman. She looked the same as she did the first day we met. Silver blue skin, long obsidian black hair, glowing red eyes that burned without malice. Her presence had once chilled me. Now it felt like gravity, silent, constant, undeniable. I stood as she approached, unsure why I felt nervous. "You've been distant today," she said. "I was giving you space." Her head tilted slightly, as it often did when she was trying to understand a human thing. I did not ask for space. "You didn't have to," I replied. "You looked like something was on your mind." She sat down by the fire. I joined her, handing her a heated flask of blood wine. She sipped it quietly. The firelight danced across her face, casting sharp shadows under her cheekbones. Finally, she spoke. "I've been thinking about the future. Of us." I asked. "Yes," she said, looking into the flames. "Of what we are, what we could be, what comes next." I nodded. "Yeah, I've been thinking about that too." She turned to face me directly, her eyes glowing softly in the dark. "Eli, I want to ask you something. It is not casual. It is not simple." My heart kicked in my chest. "Okay." She looked down, then up again. "Will you have children with me, human?" I froze. Everything else, the fire, the forest, the night, faded into the background. "Wait, what?" "I want to bear a child," she said. "And I want that child to be yours." "Zarya," my voice was barely a whisper, "you can have children?" "Not easily. Most of my kind cannot. We were genetically modified centuries ago. We evolved through necessity, not design. But some of us, a rare few, retain the ability. I've been tested. I carry the dormant matrix. And it would work with me? Yes. It would require preparation, adaptation. But my body can nurture it. And you are genetically compatible. I checked. You ran a compatibility scan on me? I said, half shocked, half incredulous. She gave a faint smile. Long ago, before I even trusted you, I was curious. I never thought I'd ever ask. I leaned back, overwhelmed. Why now? She stared at me with raw, quiet intensity. Because you gave me back something I thought I'd lost forever. Purpose, connection, a reason to wake, to speak, to hope. I've lived over 100 years, Eli, and for the first time, I don't want to do it alone anymore. I didn't know what to say, not right away. So she continued, you don't have to answer now, but know this, I would raise the child as ours. They would be protected, taught, loved, and they would have your strength and my memory. They would never be alone. I stared into the fire. Zarya, I never imagined being a father. I never imagined being a mother, she said quietly. But now I want to. And this wouldn't be just reproduction. You're not just trying to save your species. No, she said, and this time her voice trembled, just barely. I want something that is ours. Something born not out of desperation, but out of choice. She reached over and gently placed her hand on mine. Her touch was warm, delicate, filled with centuries of loneliness held in check. I'm not asking for a ceremony. I'm not asking for forever. I'm asking, will you share this life with me? In this one real, living way. I looked at her then, really looked. The vampire, the warrior, the exile, the woman who had saved my life. The one who had cried silently by my side the night I told her about my lost family. The one who had never once fed on me without permission. The one who laughed awkwardly at human jokes and stared at sunsets as if she were still learning what beauty was. And I saw not a creature, not a mystery, not even an alien. I saw someone who had chosen me. I exhaled slowly. My voice shook when I spoke. Zarya, I don't know if I'd be a good father. I've seen too much, lost too much. But if it means building something with you, something that could change both our lives, I want to try. She blinked once. Then again, her eyes shone not with hunger, but with relief. You would try, she whispered. I nodded. Yes, with you, I would. She leaned forward and rested her forehead against mine, a sacred gesture in her culture. We stayed like that, still and silent, letting the meaning settle between us. Then we begin at dawn, she whispered. Together, that night, we lay beside each other under the stars, holding hands as if afraid to wake from a dream. I knew the road ahead wouldn't be easy. Our child, if it came to be, would be the first of its kind, a bridge between two species, two broken souls trying to build something whole. But I wasn't afraid, because when she looked at me now, she didn't see a human. She saw home,